don't really like the color, guys, but there was no other one, so I'm happy I have one. Now to the real stuff, guys. I found this material at home, which already had this made straps, which is great, so I won't have to make some, and I thought it was really cute, so I'ma make something out of it. Weirdly drape your fabric onto your mannequin. If you don't have a mannequin, you can also do it on yourself. I have this cute little pleats in the front, a normal dart in the side, and another dart at the bottom that opens up to the front. Mark everything you changed. By the way, the pen I'm using is a pen that disappears when you apply heat, so as soon as I wash it or iron over it, it will just disappear, just in case you were wondering. Then cut your piece out and copy everything to the other side. Get yourself a lining and copy everything to the lining. Sew them together at the top, then open them up and sew the lining to the seam allowance. So when you're finished, it will stay nice and flat. I went over the two sides with an overlock machine, which was quite unnecessary though. Then copy all your darts onto a piece of paper and cut them out. Pin your weird shapes onto the lining and trace them. Now fold all your darts together and sew them in place. Also copy the dots for the pleats in the front to the lining. Fold your pleats together and sew them in place. Cut the edge straight at the sides. You see, now I'm cutting away my overlock stitches. I told you it was unnecessary. Rip open 3 cm at the top on the side edge so you can sew in the zip. Sew the zip only to the main fabric first. Then fold in the 3 cm you just ripped open and top stitch them edged. Now get yourself a hand sewing needle, thread it, and hand sew the lining to the zip so your top is neat inside as well. Cut out a back piece out of your main material and copy it to the lining. I decided to make my top backless by cutting out this triangle. Rethread your needle if necessary and sew together the top, then open it up and sew the seam allowance to the lining. Then sew around the triangle. Turn everything around and sew the seam allowance to the lining again. Up in the peak it won't be possible, just go as far as you can. Now pin your front and back part to your mannequin or yourself again. Mark where the side seam touches the zipper and sew the zipper to the back piece. Then hand sew the lining to the zipper again until it looks like so. Put it on yourself so it will fit perfectly. Mark where your other side will end and sew it together. This is what it looks so far. We only still need a waistband and the straps. Cut your waist even. Now sew your waistband to your bodice. Sew some thinner straps. Then turn them around. Fold over your waistband like so. Pin your stripes onto them, then sew them onto your waistband. Repeat on the other side. Pin the back of your top to yourself or the mannequin again. Add your straps and mark where you want to have them. Then sew them onto your bodice. Put your bodice on again. And now it's pretty important that you put it on yourself so you can measure the exact length for your straps. Mark that again and sew them onto your bodice. Do that with both straps, of course.